All right, welcome race fans. Here we are tonight with the SRA Tornado Tailgaters at Talladega. These guys, oh boy, if it's anything like last night's race was, that race was off the chain, folks. I'm telling you, you're in for another great race again tonight. I got a special guest in the booth with me here. I got, well, not a special guest. The guy's usually here on Monday nights, Jeff Dodson. Welcome, Jeff.
Yep, thank you, Rudy, and it's always great to be here helping you out. And, man, this is going to be a great race tonight here at these guys at Talladega. But then again, with that being said, it's the race that's been looming for a while now. And we know these guys, as we mentioned last week, this is the race that they're afraid of because it's the cutoff race to the last round of the chase. And with that being said, that's going to make this race even more crazy than what it normally is. And we all know Talladega is one of those crapshoot races. You never know what's going to happen. And it's always one of the hardest races on the schedule, no matter what anybody says, because we know that those drivers that, you know, we're not saying anybody's bad. I'm just saying that most drivers that are toward the back or, you know, toward the front, it's anybody's game tonight. So these guys know that it's go time, and if something, you know, happens, their shot being in the chase could be out.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll run down through the points when they're qualifying, so we'll get that out of the way then. But, yeah, I'm looking for a good race here tonight, I think. It's going to be a lot of pack racing. We know that. The field may get spread out a little bit. I probably see a couple of different packs, kind of what we seen last night. You know, the guys that kind of want to play it safe and stay in the back. But coming down to the end of the race, it's going to be every man for himself trying to get there to get that win. So I'm kind of anxious to see how it's all going to turn out. It's going to be pretty amazing.
I think it will be.
Hey, Becky, Chemo, Timothy. How's everybody doing? Yeah, we got a lot of people in chat already. Thank you again for stopping by. Make sure you give us a thumbs up there on the video, folks, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate that very much. We're trying to get to that 5,000 subscriber mark. We're going to be putting on a big event here, give away a lot of money, not just the people that are in the race either. It'll be the people in chat. They answer trivia questions, and whoever answers it correctly will win some money. So if you can get your grandmother and your dog and your cat and your mice and hamster and everybody, get them logged in there and get them signed up and subscribe and get the neighbors over there and everything.
I like that, the mice.
Yeah. All right, we're just about ready to cut away here and play the national anthem, folks. We'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. A lot of good racing coming up.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're back. And Jeff, you want to run down through the points coming into tonight so everybody knows who they are here?
Yes, sir. All right, we got Bobby Zielinski coming in as the point leader for tonight's race for this last round before the final round. He has 2,091 points. We got Benjamin Nelson. He's in second place. He's 7 points back from Bobby Zielinski. Femi Olat's in third. He's 6 points back from Benjamin Nelson in second. Jake Nichols is fourth. He's 2 points back from Femi. Delonta Ballard is in fifth. He is 5 points back from Jake. And we got Bobby Cheney in that final spot there for that last round. He's in sixth position. He's 1 point back from Delonta Ballard. And we've got Tyler Sifford sitting in seventh position. He's in that, final transfer spot, kind of, there. He wants to get into that final position to move on and knock Bobby Cheney out. But he's going to have a little bit of work to do. He's 5 points behind Bobby Cheney, but shouldn't be too much. James Coulibaly, he's in eighth place. He's 5 points behind Tyler. Tyler Ducharme is in ninth place. He's 7 points back from James. Zoltan Herczeg is in 10th place. He is 14 points back from Tyler Ducharme. We got Josh Robin in 11th. He's 22 points back from Zoltan Herczeg. And David Shutt in 12th. He is 6 points back from Josh Robin. So, with that being said, Rudy, looking at Zoltan Herczeg and Josh Robin there, 14 back and 22 back, these guys would have to get a win tonight if they want to get in.
Yeah, and I don't even know if that would be enough because we don't have a big as field as I thought we would have here tonight. I thought we'd have a whole lot bigger field, but still a pretty good sized field. And the more places that they would have out there, the more points, that there'd be divvied out. So, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this is going to go tonight. Compared to last night in the trucks, this is going to be a lot faster. They're only turning 90 laps here tonight. So, real quick here before we can see everybody that is qualifying, but real quick we'll take a look at the race analysis. Says 90 laps, about 240 miles. Tire window, I put that down just because they're probably not going to take 4 tires when they stop. Jeff, they'll probably, most drivers only take two tires when they stop like that. They'll take right sides one time and left sides next time they stop. Fuel window about 37 to 40 laps around there. Pit road speed 55 miles an hour. That's your race analysis.
Yeah, and back on the tire thing there's probably an even possible chance, we'll see people not even take tires at all, with this, restrictor plate racing, the tires don't wear very much here. So fuel, running your fuel out and getting fuel will be more of a premium than I believe tires would be here.
Sure. Yep. That's a fact. But right now, Femi Olat's sitting on the pole. We still got a couple of guys out here qualifying yet, and it's single car qualifying. It's not the open qualifying at super speedways, and they only get 1 lap.
Yep.
So, boy, I'll tell you, Femi's on a roll. He's come from back in the points a ways, and he's up to third in the points. He wants this championship, something fierce.
He sure does, and if he has a great shot to get it. So he really has to be on his game tonight here at Talladega to try to not get into any mistakes, try to get anybody else's mistakes and get caught up in something, and he can have another good finish and be able to go into that final race next week.
All right, Femi Olat grabs a pole at 52.188. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Marcus Richardson will start on the outside of the front row in second. The Walls Beard Cove running order here, that starting grid. The Benjamin Nelson in third. Lachlan McMillan will start fourth. Bobby Zielinski fifth. Bobby Cheney starting sixth place. Ethan Kurtz seventh. Jake Nichols eighth. Kyle Putz will start ninth. And Elijah Gracia will start 10th. Yeah?
Yep, we've got Hunter Combs starting in 11th place tonight. Matt Hummel will start in 12th. Tyler Sifford will start 13th. Sean Williams will start 14th. Cody Miller will start in 15th. Nicholas Caressel 16th. James Coulibaly will start in 17th. Delonta Ballard in 18th. He is the last one to take a qualifying time. Will Klein will start 19th. Nate Trado will start in 20th. Starting 21st is Jared Darling. Starting in 22nd is Josh Robin. Starting 23rd is David Shutt. And rounding out the field in the final position, and 24th will be Anthony DiMaggio.
Very good, very good. All right, thank you, sir. And our pole setter has not gridded up yet. All right. There he is, finally. Finally gridded up. All right. Well, big congratulations to Femi for grabbing the pole. Now let's just see who can lead that very first lap and get those bonus points. The chase drivers have the yellow splitter, the yellow spoiler, and the yellow banner across the windshield. So if you're looking for the chase drivers out there, and I know like last night there was a couple of the drivers that were in the race. They were in the chase, but they didn't have the yellow banners and stuff on their cars. But that doesn't, I don't know if that's a hardened rule. I guess it's not a hardened rule that they have to have that, but 12 going tonight, 2 tonight in the chase, but only 6 are going to come out of here going into next week for the season finale at Chicagoland, folks. You got to tune in for that. That's going to be an amazing race to finish out the season here. Another season at SRA. And I don't remember, Jeff, if this is season 12 or 13.
I don't either, but it's somewhere around there. I know that. Might be 14. I don't know. But, man, a lot of seasons these guys are under their belts over here.
Well, real quick, could you jump down and ask Bobby? Real quick, just run down and ask him real quick. And I'm just kind of curious.
Okay. Let me see. Where's he at here?
He's up above us, up a couple rooms. Just go up and ask him real quick. All right, folks, we're ready to rock and roll here. I hope you guys are ready for a good show, because this is going to be a good one. These guys they're chomping at the bit to get this underway here.
All right, Bobby Cheney said that he's not too sure what season it is for the Gen 6, but he says overall he believes it's season 14.
Oh, okay. Well, that was one more than I thought. I was thinking 13. But all right, well, here we go. Pace car's about to head to pit road. We're going to get it underway here. 90 laps tonight. Pace car's in. And they got to go on green. They got to go all the way around the tri-oval here before they get to the flag. Boy, look at that field. Isn't that pretty? Oh, man.
Green, green, green.
And there we go. Green flag is out. We're underway here for the Tornado Tailgaters Gen 6 Series. The last race of the 12 contender round. Oh, boy. Looks like a good start.
Yes, it does.
Josh Robin looks like starting on pit road, maybe. Yeah,
I see that.
All right, Ben Nelson into second. Tucked right up under Femi Olat right now. Marcus Richardson on the outside. Trying to get a little side draft here. Going into turn 3. Femi's got a pretty good lead there. Bobby Zielinski slips into third. And it looks like Femi is going to come to the line here, possibly, unless somebody does try to pass him. But he's going to grab a bonus point right off the bat here. Anything to help him to get up there. They got to get as many points as they can, Jeff, here to try to stay alive for next week. So Femi leads the first lap.
Oh, we got some contact right there. Marcus Richardson.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but he saves it. Wow, amazing job. Yeah, he made contact with the 99 car of Ethan Kurtz. Got Marcus a little sideways, but man, he's done an amazing job keeping that car under control.
Dang. Lost him a couple positions, but he'll be all right. It's super speedway. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, that put Bobby Cheney now. Bobby's in a good position here.
Yes, he is. Yeah, usually not. We usually don't see Bobby Cheney this aggressive at the start of a restrictor plate race. But back to what he said at the beginning of the season, he was going to try to be a little bit more aggressive this season, and we're seeing that right now.
Yeah, you got to be. I mean, when it comes down to the chase like this, and he's in the chase like that, coming into tonight, he's in 6th place, just on the edge of, hanging on for that championship next week. You got to put the hammer down. You can't hold nothing back.
Yeah, because I even remember a few seasons ago, Bobby Cheney was in a chase racing at Talladega here, and he was in the back around this part of the race at Talladega. But you got to go for it. Sometimes also going for it might not be a good thing either. That's the gamble of this, series of this style of racing at this style of track. So he's just got to go for it and give it his all.
Yep. Well, Cody Miller up to 11th already after starting 15th, so he's picked up a few spots.
Yes, he has.
They'll change up. I mean, this track, I always say it, this track is, this one in Daytona, super speedways like this, you can go from 0 to hero or hero to 0 in one lap. So you just never know.
Maybe only a 10th of a lap.
Yep. Hunter Combs in 9th, picking up 2 positions. I don't see it spreading out like I figured it would. I thought maybe they'd get spread out a little bit, but everybody seems to be kind of taking it easy right now. Matt Hummel down on the apron there for a second. And he's going to go back a little bit.
Yeah, I also saw somebody else dropping way down to the bottom and just went all the way to the back. I think that was James Coolabali.
James Coolabali, yeah. He went clear down on the apron too, so.
He just let everybody go by.
Yep.
Back to back right now.
Yeah, he didn't want no part of being up into that mess.
No, he didn't. Yeah.
Josh Robin by himself out here in the he's in the battle here, but he started on pit road, and so far Femi Latz led all the laps.
Yes, sir. And Bobby Cheney in that high lane, though, they're starting to get a little bit of ground up on the low lane here.
They sure are. Looking good. Getting a big push there from Marcus Richardson.
Yeah, and Marcus Richardson's getting a push from the 29 of Hunter Combs here. I can't tell who that is behind Hunter. Is that the... Can't see the number on that car. It's kind of dark. I think it's the 14 of Elijah Garcia. Yeah.
Yeah, Elijah's back in 9th place.
Yeah, Elijah's number kind of blends in with the car color. Kind of hard to see.
Jake Nichols on the bottom here, 10th. Started 8th, but kind of got shuffled back a little bit. He's battling to try to stay alive here, too. He's come in 4th in the points right now, 15 out of the top. He's got to finish well here tonight to stay alive.
He does. And he was last night's winner in the truck series here at Talladega. So I think he'd like to kind of also get a Talladega sweep maybe and get the Gen 6 win as well.
Oh, man, that would be something.
Yes.
Well, Ben Nelson pulls out in front of Bobby Cheney. Wants to get up there and lead some laps.
Yes, he does.
He is 2nd in points. We got the 3 top. Well, actually, the 3 top point leaders right there. And Ben does lead that lap and gets a bonus point.
Yeah.
Very good. Femi gets back by. Bobby Zielinski goes into 2nd now. Shuffling around a little bit. Looks like Coolabali has lost that draft. Boy, he is way back behind the pack now.
Yes, he is.
You just pull out like that, and that's what it's going to do. Oh, wow. Who is that? The 29er, Hunter Combs, gets shuffled out and goes to the back of the field.
Yeah. He lost a lot.
Wow. He was just up there in the top 5 a minute ago.
Yeah.
Nicholas Kressel running at 18th. Everybody's still packed up. They're double wide. Ben Nelson up on the high side. Right alongside Ethan Kurtz. I know somebody that we're missing tonight that I finished 3rd in the truck series last night. Davis Richards, I think it was. Yeah, I thought said he was going to be here tonight, but I don't see him, so maybe he didn't. I don't know. Femi Olat still in the lead. Led all but one lap so far. Zielinski pulls out to the outside in front of Ben Nelson. He'll be slipping down there trying to get a little side draft. He's going to have to be extra careful there. I seen Ethan Kurtz kind of a little wobbly there going into the corner, so getting side draft off of somebody like that, you got to be able to trust when you get up there close like that. You've got to be able to trust them. And if somebody's a little loose like that or a little wiggly going into the corner, it's going to be hard for him to stay focused on that side draft.
It will be, and it also could be detrimental in the end of his night right there too. So that could cause a crash as well if he's not, aware of his surroundings and what's going on with that car below him.
Sure thing. Kyle Putz comes into third after starting ninth. That's pretty good. Cheney's up to the top 5 now.
Yeah. Bobby was on that high side there, but he's down in the low groove now racing with these guys. And I'm just watching that top lane of Bobby Zielinski, Ben Nelson, and Marcus Richardson. They got to get that side draft working right there. And, I mean, that's just great to see. I mean, because I was sitting there looking like you guys are going to have to try to get that side draft working simultaneously with the 3 of you, because there's 3 of you racing in a pack, 1 and 2, 3 pushing on each other isn't going to be enough to match that bottom lane with that many cars down there. But they're making that side draft work great.
Oh yeah, well they're down there with people that they can trust the side draft off of. Now Femi gets a pretty good run out of the corner, but it's the straightaways is where you really got to count on that outside. Zielinski's getting a good push here from Ben Nelson.
Yeah.
But it looks like Femi's going to lead that lap, so Zielinski's going to get denied a bonus points so far.
Yeah, they just don't have enough cars up there to help them. The side draft helped them a little bit to get up to Femi, but it wasn't enough to get him around Femi. So they're going to need a few extra cars out there if they want to get around him.
Yep, if they had about 2 more cars, I think they'd really have the power then. Well, we got another group coming up behind them here. Looks like Lachlan McMillan. If he could get a little draft off of Marcus Richardson there and catch up to him, we may have a big pack. Cody Miller pulls out in front of Lachlan now.
Wow, yeah, Cody with some initiative here. Just looking like, well, you know what, I'm going to try that high side now, and I want to have Lachlan help me here.
Well, he started 15th, and he just went into the top 10.
Yeah. Great run.
Yes, sir. Now he is sniffing the draft there off of, and Bobby Cheney pulls out now. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now we're getting a double wide file up here.
Yeah. Well, they were starting a single file out there a little bit, but now they're starting to try to get back double file again. It looks like they are coming up on the lap traffic of Josh Robin. He's going to go a lap down here.
Yeah, they're going to have to go around him. I think he stays low, and they'll all go around him on the outside. So, boy, they caught up to him big time here.
Yes, they did. Oh, man. That low lane was trying to come high, and the high lane wasn't wanting to go any higher than what they were. Ooh. Man, that's causing some issues right there.
Yep. Jared Darling riding along with Jared here. And now Josh is down here. He's kind of blending in with these guys. Oh, a little contact there. Jake Nichols and Lachlan McMillan.
Yeah. Bobby Cheney around? Yeah, I think he was around that a little bit there. He's in front of him. But
oh, yeah. And Bobby Zielinski. Bobby Zielinski leads his laps.
Yes, he does.
Taking over the lead from Femi Olat. Ethan Kurtz still in third. Oh, wow. Cody Miller. Oh, what happened there? Cody went backwards.
Yeah, he did.
Man.
I didn't see what happened, but man.
Yeah, he went way back. Now Jared Darling's up behind him. Very cool. Delonte Ballard into 13th after starting 18th.
Yes, sir.
He's in the chase, 5th in the points, trying to work his way to the front. Like I said, this is, you got to stay alive. He's got Delonte's 20 points away from the lead, so he's got to finish well here tonight to stay alive for that top 6. Marcus Richardson to the outside of Zielinski now, being pushed by Ben Nelson. And Cheney way up the hill. What happened to Bobby Cheney?
something
gets
amiss
shuffled
there,
out.
Yeah, it's wow. I don't. And he's all by himself too, so
Yeah.
nobody's really going to be able to help him now. But it looks like to me, I kind of went back and looked at it. It looks like he just drove up there on his own.
Yep, and he comes right down in front of Matt Hummel. Matt said, "Well, wait a minute, man. You made me check up too much."
Yeah.
He gets a little help there from Will Klein. Will running in 17th after starting 19th. And Bobby Zielinski does come over in front. They both come over in front of Marcus Richardson to kind of slow that progress up a little bit. Well, that leaves the bottom open. And if they stay up there too much longer, I don't know. I think Zielinski's going to probably come down in front of, yep, that's exactly what he did. Comes back down in front of Ethan Kurtz. He's just playing them lines right now.
Yes, sir. I saw somebody's car back there blinking. I think it was
Probably
Josh
Josh Robin, yeah, probably.
Yeah. But it looks like the next car to go a lap bounce, James Koulibaly, as he's 24 seconds back now, so I'm pretty sure those leaders are starting to catch him.
Yeah, they're about a half a lap behind him right now. Give me a lap back on the outside. A little help from Ben Nelson. Marcus Richardson now on the low line, following Kyle Putz up through. Tyler Sifford in 6th. Good run so far. Boy, last night he had a great run going and got that dreaded bumper hook last night.
Oh.
Yep, ruined his night. He sat on pit road, get the car fixed or his truck fixed up last night. Come out and the engine blew. Oh, man, what a tough night for him. That was just horrible. I felt so bad for him. Hey, Drea, how you doing? Gator boy. Becky, how's everybody?
Yeah, hello to everyone in chat.
Yeah, Jake. A lot of people in chat there rooting these guys on.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying this race, because I know I am.
Yeah, this is like it was last night. Man, we really enjoyed that last night. Just excitement the whole time, the whole race.
Well, these SRA boys, they always put on exciting races on the restrictor plate tracks and even a lot of the tracks. But
Ballard up to 11th.
Yep.
Or 12th, one of them.
He's 11th, I believe. He might have fell back to 12th. He's right around in 11th.
Yep. He keeps bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
Cody Miller got his reprieve here. He's on the high side. Hooked up there with Lachlan McMillan coming up through. Sean Williams on the bottom in 10th.
Yeah, good run for Sean so far.
Nate Trito back here 16th. Started dead last on the field. 20th. Wasn't he 20th? Or no? No, he wasn't quite dead last. Nope, not quite. Will Klein, Bobby Chaney now way back in 18th. Hunter Combs and Nicholas Caressel back here with him. Koulibaly, way off the pace, is 34 seconds behind the lead pack right now, which means he's only about maybe 15 seconds ahead of him, 12 seconds, something like that. So they'll be coming up on him.
I'm looking back on his car right now, kind of looking behind him, and I don't see him coming into view yet, but I'm pretty sure giving it another lap or two, and they'll be right there on him.
Well, we're probably looking at about another, 15, 16 laps, and we'll probably see guys coming into pit road here. Marcus Richardson comes off the top, down on the bottom, right in front of Bobby Zielinski, takes over the lead. He did get a bonus point for leading that lap, but he is not in the chase. Well, let's do a little crank it up here for a minute, Jeff.
Yep, let's do it.
All right. All right, Marcus Richardson still in the lead. Nothing's really changed up front just so far, but we do have another group of cars coming up through Jeff on the outside there, led by Femi Olat, or pole sitter.
Yeah. I'm getting reports in chat, Rudy. Everybody's saying there's no sound.
Huh?
Yeah, I got Chemo and I think it was Drea. They're saying that they don't hear any car engine noises or something when you had to crank it up on. They were saying no sound.
Oh, I probably shut off the wrong one. My bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they're saying it's back now that we're back on the mic. So.
Sorry about that. That was my bad. This thing, OBS changes it up now and then. I don't know. It's weird. You got to look at it to understand it. It's weird. And I probably shut the wrong one off. I left my mic on and shut the sound off.
Well, we'll try cranking it up a little later on.
Yep, we'll try it again later. Right now, Marcus Richardson is in the lead, and Bobby Zielinski going to go for it here. He pulls out and goes in front of Femi Olat.
Yep.
And they're coming up on James Coulibaly really quick here. Coulibaly stays high. And they're going to go 3 wide to get around him.
Yeah, I was thinking it's about around time for them to start catching James. And there he is now as he gets put a lap down by this big pack here.
Yeah, he'll have to fall into there he goes. He falls in. And catch up to the draft here. He doesn't want to stay out of that. Boy, he wants to stay in that draft as much as he can.
Yes, sir.
Or he'll wind up going another lap down.
Uh-huh.
All right, back up front. Kyle Putz back to 6th.
Yeah, really good run for Kyle here tonight. And Kyle hasn't been racing much over here at SRA in the past couple of seasons, but it's great to see him back tonight. And coming back tonight, he's got a strong run here in this Gen 6 car.
Now the battle here between Marcus Richardson and Bobby Zielinski. Boy, this is heating up here. They keep exchanging the lead back and forth.
You can see Marcus Richardson was trying to hold off Zielinski there, but Zielinski wasn't having any of it.
Yep.
He was like, no, you're going back to the back. And that's exactly what happened right there. Zielinski comes back down in front of him and gets back in the lead.
Yep, now Marcus wants to pull out and get out there, but he can't. Femi Olat's there. Femi's just been the pusher, I guess.
Yeah.
Somebody pulls out in front of him and he pushes him to the lead. He just can't get to the lead. But that may change now because Ben Nelson's there. And Marcus, boy, he wants to pull out. Ethan Kurt's still hanging in there strong, man. He has got a good car tonight.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, looking in here on Tyler Sifford. Now he's into the top 10. He's 7th in the points coming into tonight, so he's got to finish like on the podium here to make it in tonight, I think.
He does, yeah.
It's going to be really close. He's got to finish ahead of Bobby Cheney and possibly Delonte Ballard. Now, Ballard, let's see, Ballard is running in 14th, and Bobby Cheney is running in 18th. So if Tyler can keep himself well ahead of them two, he may wind up just barely sneaking into the chase.
He very well could. I did also just now see, it looks like David Shutt has joined the track after 25 laps.
Well, there you go. Top 5. Bobby Zielinski, Marcus Richardson, Ethan Kurtz, Kyle Putz, and Lachlan McMillan.
Yeah, great run for Lachlan today. He started top 5. He started 4th, and he kind of got shuffled back near the bottom of the top 10 there a little bit. But now he's back up in the top 5 here, and he's looking strong.
Ethan Kurtz pulls to the outside. A little help there from Kyle Putz, trying to get Ethan to the front. He's having a great run there too. Coming up on some more lap traffic. I can hear him up in front of him. I don't know who's up there in front, but probably, is that David Shutt? No. Josh Robin. Josh Robin, yep. About to put him another lap down. And I see just a little bit of damage on his car, but that could be because of all the blinking. Yeah.
Because it was blinking. I know I've seen that before. Somebody blinking and they got damaged, and then they blink out and they come back and their damage is fixed. So that could be what that is on his car.
Well, I'll tell you. Well, they got about probably within the next 5 to 8 laps, we're going to start seeing people come to pit road for their first round of pit stops.
Yeah, maybe possibly even 10 laps. I don't think they could stretch it that far, but then again, they could.
No, because you can go 40 at Daytona. All right.
Okay.
And this is a little bit bigger, so you're probably 37, 38 laps you can turn here.
I was thinking you could go 40 here, and it was a little bit more at Daytona, but no, I got that backwards. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. And they're, they'll have to make it in 2 pit stops regardless.
Yeah.
So
definitely 2 pit stops.
Marcus pulls to the outside again to try to get a run here on, and he led that lap. Wow. Just barely. And again, pulls out in front of Femi Olat. Gets a good shove. Back to the front. Not enough to clear Bobby Zielinski just yet, but close. What he needs to do is take somebody with him, like Femi right there. Them two drafting pretty well together, and they do. They both come down the hill that time.
Yep.
Right in front of Bobby Zielinski. That's how you go from first to third in a half a lap. And here they go. Here's a bunch of them coming in. Kyle Putz, Lachlan McMillan. Boy, they're locking them down. Oh, man. One off in the grass there. Got a half the field coming in. Lachlan McMillan leading the parade here down pit road. Let's see what Lachlan does. I'm going to guess and say probably just a 2-tire change, topping off the fuel. And he's out of there. 13-second stop, so that's 2 tires. I think everybody did. Well, Bobby Chaney did 4. And Hunter Combs did 4.
Yeah.
But Marcus still leading. 10 of them out here have not come to pit road yet, and they're getting spread out. Matt Hummel's about to lose a draft here. Those guys come off of pit road. These guys are not giving them much room to get back up onto the track, but Ben Nelson pulls out. Nobody's biting on that one. Nobody wants to go with them. They know pit stops are looming here. And he settles back in, though. Let's see when Marcus is planning on coming in here. You're going to have to make it 2 pit stops. There's no sense of trying to stretch it any further because it's not really going to be beneficial, to you to staying out any longer because you can't make it to lap 45 halfway.
No.
These things love gas.
They do.
Cody Miller, Jared Darling, up to 6th place after starting 22nd. Dang. The only one that didn't start tonight was Anthony DiMaggio.
Yep.
He was out in practice, but didn't start the race. Oh, Ben Nelson kind of gets trapped on the outside there. Boy, if these guys pit, he's going to be trapped.
He will be.
Bobby Chaney and... Bobby Chaney gets a bumper hook!
Yes, he does.
Whoa, what a save, though.
Yeah, the grass a little bit, but nice job keeping
Yeah.
that car under control.
He got hooked there by Nicholas Caressel. And Nicholas says, whoa, wait a minute, I'll come back and pick you up or something here. I'm not sure, but wow, that could have been really disastrous. What a save by Bobby Chaney.
Yes.
Well, these guys are just staying out as long as they can, just kind of hoping for a caution, I think, with everything that, is going on right now. Because they're probably only going to get a couple more laps out of that, and they're going to have to come to pit road. Their tanks are going to be just about bone dry,
They'll be running on fumes.
Yep. Elijah Gracia in that pack, right there behind Sean Williams. Coming from 10th up to 7th. Will Klein, there's one of the guys from the back, started 19th, running in 8th. And Ben Nelson did get shuffled to the back of that pack. Matt Hummel did lose the draft, but he picked up Bobby Chaney, which is good. That's good for Bobby. He'll help him get up there. And that's just going to, just unless things really change a lot here, that's just going to kind of put Bobby out of the running for the chase, because he's right on the edge here, 6th place in the points.
Yeah.
He'll get back on the lead lap here in a little bit, but as soon as these guys pit, they should be coming to pit road any time now. Because, man, they got to be just about running on vapors.
You'd think by now they're running on vapors. But they're staying out again.
Yeah, they're staying out. Well, now the guys in the back here, it depends on how much they drafted, and they might have saved a little bit. You can, in a 38 lap run, you can save probably about a lap of gas. If you're just staying about 3/4 on the throttle. Femi, our pole sitter, in 2nd. And I think these guys are all setting up here. They're communicating now, getting ready for a pit stop here, saying, I'm going to go high, you go low, because you don't want to all go in right in the same line, because, boy, if somebody locks up the brakes and starts to spin, that's going to collect the whole pile of them, going into pit road. And that's never good.
No, it isn't.
Here they come. Here they come.
Here they
I
go.
knew they figured they were going to be just about that time.
Yep.
Oh, Marcus. Good save, but wow, I hope he wasn't speeding.
Yeah, you know what? That's something to go back and take a look at here and see when he hit the commitment cone line there to see if he was speeding. Because if he was, that's going to be trouble.
Yep.
Pit road speed here is, 55? Yeah, 55. And at the line...
Oh, and Femi had to back up in his pit stall. Oh, man.
At the line, Marcus Richardson was 57, so he was 2 over. I don't know if that's going to get him or not.
When they're all doing a 4-tire stop, and Femi is still sitting there. There, he's finally away.
Yeah.
Marcus Richardson out first.
Well, that means Marcus must have not got a speeding penalty, but he was 2 miles per hour over the limit. So
wow.
I don't think iRacing got him. And here comes Matt Hummel down pit road.
Yep. Now, he stayed out long enough and led a lap. But he's coming in alone. That means he's going out alone. And, oh, that's horrible. Well, Marcus Richardson will come around here. I don't think Matt Hummel's going to get off pit road and get back up to speed in time. But we've got a whole pack of them coming here. Look at this. Lachlan McMillan and company just drove by Marcus Richardson.
Yes, they did.
They were all up to speed and full speed. Kyle Putz, Ethan Kurtz, Jake Nichols, Delonte Ballard, and Tyler Sifford. Boy, that's a good pack of cars right there.
Yeah, and there is Matt Hummel pulling out of his pit box, and there they go by.
Yep. He just lost the lead there. Lachlan McMillan just led his first lap of the race. That's a heck of a job by these guys. They pitted a little bit early, and they all had great pit stops.
Yeah.
And
Almost pit crew could have been just a tad bit faster. They might have got him right out, and he could have got right behind that pack and kept their draft. But, man.
well, I'll tell you this much. These guys, most of these guys did 2 tires, and that last Marcus Richardson and those guys, they did 4 tires.
Yeah.
So that might be why they're just a little bit behind. Now they're going to be struggling to get caught back up here because there's only 3 of these guys working together: Marcus, Bobby, and Ben. And it's a little ways back to Cody Miller. Now, if they can get caught up to them guys and make a 6-car pack, they might be able to catch that front pack.
Yeah, but the way they're racing right now, the front pack's just got too much power up front.
They sure do. Boy, I'll tell you, they're really putting it on here. Passing up lap traffic, too. But David Shutt joined late again here. He's so far back in points. You know, he's 12th in points, not going to make it into the chase. But he's been in the chase so far this season, though. That's pretty good.
He has, yeah. And if David Shutt was able to, if he would have been able to start the race when it started and, you know, would have been racing and not laps down, and if he would have had a chance to get the win, he would have got into the chase with the win. But since he started late, it looks like maybe his chase hopes are probably done here tonight. There goes Jared Darling. He's going to lap down now.
Yes, sir. A few of them are because they come off a pit road there and they were by themselves.
Yeah.
Yep, he's gonna go a lap down. You gotta have somebody, you know, when you come in with a pack like that, you gotta have somebody to hook up with. He's gonna have to fall in behind David Shutt there.
Yeah. It looks like we got Nate Trado and Elijah Gracia. These guys are by themselves, so they're only like a little 2-car pack here. They're kind of got a little bit of a gap between them, so they're going to be hurting here soon if the lead pack catches them. And then we've got Hunter Combs here with James Coulibaly. So yeah, and a lot of the guys got spread out, Rudy, and some of these guys are in small little packs.
Yep.
So if that big pack coming, that might be detrimental to them, or they won't be able to fend them off.
All right. Yep, Bobby Cheney all by himself here now. Hopefully he can pick up Hunter Combs and James Coulibaly there. That'll help Bobby out big time. Oh, they're just going to drive on by. Now I noticed Bobby's got damage on that car.
He does.
Ooh, right front damage. He's been into the wall or something. Oh man, again, he's not going to make it into the chase if he can't, get that up there. But boy, I'll tell you, this front pack is really putting the power on. That second pack is not reeling them in that much.
No, they aren't.
They're just about dead even right now, staying about 2.5 seconds. If they're catching them any at all, it's like thousandths of a second. They just lost a little bit of time there. This front group is so organized, they're staying nose to tail, and that's what it's going to take. We'll have one more pit stop coming up on halfway here next time by, folks. Be 45 down, 45 to go. Yeah, well, let's ride along with old Tyler Sifford and check out what's going on. There you go, he's right in the pack. Yes, sir. Good racing. Good racing. Boy, I'll tell you, these guys had it organized, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
And with their pit stops and everything, and to hold them guys off like that, yeah, they're actually pulling away from that second group now.
They are.
They've lost a couple of tenths.
Yeah, just more power up front will help these guys out. So I got David Shutt in there with them now. He's multiple laps down, but even though he's multiple laps down, his car doesn't have damage, so he's going to be able to help him.
Well, they just switched up here. Now Marcus is going to push Bobby Zielinski, so they've lost a couple more tenths with that switch.
Yeah. It looks like this pack does have about the same number of cars that front pack has now, so if they can just keep everybody kind of in a straight line here and get them all bunched up together, they could possibly get going here and get up to that front pack.
Sure thing, all the way back to Sean Williams. Sean's doing excellent here tonight, staying with these guys. You know, when you're in the back of that group like that, I'll tell you what, I've found it so hard to keep up.
It is.
You don't have a car behind you helping you with the draft. So, I mean, you got that baby just hammer down, and you got to be steady on the wheel, because anything to scrub time off, you don't want to do that, because, man, if you lose that draft, then you're going backwards quick.
Yeah, you really are. And it looks like the lead pack of Lachlan McMillan and his guys, looks like they're catching up to some lap traffic here. I want to say that is that Bobby Cheney? Yeah, Bobby Cheney and Josh Robin. Looks like they're going to put Bobby Cheney on a lap down here when they get to him.
Ethan Kurt still hanging on to third place.
Yes, sir.
Jake Nichols in fourth.
Yep. Alonzo Ballard fifth. Kyle Pitts is in second.
Well, now if these guys did this right, see, they could join right in behind them, but the way they're coming up on them two cars, this whole pack is way faster than two cars by themselves. But they might be able to, Bobby Cheney and them might be able to hook on to the back here.
They possibly could if they get it timed right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Josh, he's just blinking so bad. And that really affects the draft, too. You know, when you got a car blinking like that. Yeah, they'll hook onto the back a little bit there. It looks like they're just not as fast, though. With Bobby with that damage, he's not as fast as that group, though.
No. And Josh blinking isn't helping either, like you said, because he blinks in and out like that. When his car's gone, iRacing indicates there's no car there, so there's no draft help for Bobby behind him until his car comes back.
All right, well, this second group is not picking up any time. I mean,
no.
They're just kind of steady there, about 2.9 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah.
So.
And there's another two-car pack in front of the leaders here getting ready to go a lap down. That's Nate Trado and Elijah Grassi. These guys are in trouble now.
And you know what I think I would do if it was me out there right now? I would short pit it. When I got down to about 36 to go, okay, about 36 to go, I would stop.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they've got, 40 to go now. I would stop because it wouldn't take you long to fill up your tank, change 2 tires, get out of there. You're done. But you gotta get, you know, like they say, like this front group right here, if they could all do the same thing together like that, come off a pit road together, and get right back into the rhythm that they're in right now, they would be, oh man, that would be great.
Yeah, it really would.
Second group did catch up a little bit there. They did pick up a couple of, well, about a tenth maybe or two, but it's not very much. And folks, I think in the description there is some links to people from onboard cameras. If you wanted to watch from onboard, I believe there is some links in the description. I see the loser was by tonight and threw a thumbs down on the video. That's all right. Paybacks are a nightmare, believe me. It's all right. I know who it is, so, and they're just going to get them back. Only about 10 of them.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So, that's all right. No problem. Lachlan McMillan, Kyle Putz, Ethan Kurtz, Jake Nichols, and Delonte Ballard. Awesome. This is really good. Zelensky in that pack, they did lose a little bit more time again, so they're back to about 3 seconds now behind. And then let's go back to Sean Williams. Lost the draft. I was afraid he would do that. See, he's losing the draft here. He's not going to be able to keep up with them. Now, Femi Olat, our pole sitter, working with a small group here. Got Nicholas Caressel and who's that behind him? That's Matt Hummel. Matt Hummel working. These three, now they're nowhere near as fast as that front group because there's only 3 of them. So they're losing a lot of time on the track right now. I'll tell you that time that Femi Olat had to back up in his pit stall there on that pit stop, that was so costly to him.
Yeah, it really was.
Hey, Banjo Boy, how's it going? Oh, yeah. All right, that second group losing more time, back to 3.2 seconds. They just don't seem to be as organized as that first group, even though they look like they are. They're just, for some reason, they're just not. I can't figure it out, but they're dropping a 10th or 2 here and there. Well, Tyler Sifford, luckily he's got David Shutt on his tail there, helping him with a little bit of the draft there to keep him right up with that front pack. Lachlan, he's feeling pretty comfortable about this win right now. If he can hold on, I don't think he, that's the bad part about being out there in the front like that, Jeff. You're the sitting duck,
You are. Yeah, you really are.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, not a whole lot going on. Just everybody's staying single file right now. Pretty quiet. Go back and check on Hunter Combs back here. Hunter in 16th place. Nate Trito in 17th. Elijah Gracia 18th. And he's going to lose the draft from that front pack. Jared Darling in 19th. Bobby Cheney 20th, and he's working with Josh Robin here. James Koulibaly 21st. He's working with, looks like Hunter Combs there. Josh Robin working with Bobby Cheney, but he's got a major blinking problem. Bobby, wow, where can you find him? He's only a couple of positions ahead of Josh Robin right now. But Josh is 3 laps down. Bobby's only 1.
Yeah.
Well, pretty quiet right now, but we're waiting on the last pit stops to wind down here. Thinking, let's see, probably within the next 10 laps, we're going to see guys coming to pit road.
I think you're probably right. Yeah, it's getting into that pit window again.
Yep. And like I said, if somebody really wanted to short pit it, now would be the time to do it, because then they could make it the rest of the way. And, but that's when you want to hope that a caution doesn't come out while you're on pit road, because then there goes your strategy right out the window.
Yeah, it really does, yeah.
Coming up on James Koulibaly here. and Hunter Combs, and they're going to pull out, go around them. Hopefully they can catch the back end of that pack and hook on. Using a little side draft there. Lachlan doing a heck of a... Man, I'm telling you what, he is doing a heck of a job pulling this field around.
He really is.
Cody Miller in this second pack, 10th. And doing a good job. Now, Femi Olat has caught up with these guys, so he's joined... Well, no, I'm sorry, that wasn't him. I thought that was him. Who was that? That's number 1 of Jared Darling. Okay, I just seen the yellow car there, and I thought it was Femi Olat. But, yeah, Jared, he's caught up to this pack. That's good. But Femi, boy, these guys got their work cut out for them. Now 32 seconds behind the leader. Wow, that's a lot. That second group, that second group now is 4.1 seconds behind that front group, which we'll probably see this front group coming in here probably in the next 6 to 8 laps. Because they pitted earlier than that second group did. And everybody just seems to be comfortable riding where they're at right now. They're, you know, nobody's trying to make any passes. Nobody's pulling out and going double file or anything like that. They're just content riding right now. They know they gotta, you know, they gotta go through this last pit stop first, and then they can race it out.
Exactly. And I also think too, Rudy, that they know they're not in a big pack anymore like they were at the beginning.
Right.
So they're knowing, like, you know, the other packs way behind them, and they're like, we ain't got nothing to worry about right now. They're not gaining on us. We're pulling away a little bit. So, you know, I think they're just kind of riding right now, waiting for that next round of pit stops and, you know, try to come out of that better than what they did in the last time and, you know, get it going better and stay out front.
Well, before we get the pit stops here, let's do a crank it up, only we'll do it right this time. How's that?
Let's do it.
Yeah, that second group there, Marcus Richardson and all these guys, they just come off of pit road. They did their final pit stop.
Yes, they did.
So they are done. They've done the short pit.
Yep. So now we just await the front group to come in and see how it plays out for them. And I'm pretty sure with that being said, it might play back out for the other guys since they short pitted, which I'm thinking it would. But we'll see how it all plays out when these guys come down pit road. Looks like they're not, you know, thinking of coming down anytime soon here. They're staying out again, so we'll see when they come down.
Lachlan still leading. Coming around Cody Miller, putting them guys a lap down. Those guys were just coming off of pit road too. Lachlan trying to break that draft a little bit there, but him and Kyle Putz pulled away a little bit. The 26 of, I think that's Nate Trito, tucks in behind them.
26.
Yep, that's Nate Trito.
Yep.
And they're going by pit road again, so that second group, they might have did the right thing by making that a short pit. I don't really know, but they're just barely ahead of the leaders right now.
Yeah, I think that was a good call for them to do that.
Yep, and they're going to be, the leaders are going to be coming up on them really quick here.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I'm sorry I made the mistake the last time. You know, people do make mistakes. I make a lot of them in life. Here they come. They're coming in. Making their final pit stop. Wow, did a pretty good job too. Lachlan had it locked down pretty good. And I see David Shutt come in with these guys. Good. Tyler Sifford coming into his pit stall. Brand new paint job on that car. He'll be running the sponsor car for next season for the Somewhere Saloon. Somewhere Saloon sponsored his car. Let's see if now if Lachlan and these guys can get out ahead. And we got a brand new one. Kyle Putz comes out first. They've got to get up to speed here. And Femi Olat and that crew just went by, but they've got a pit yet. They've got a pit. So with Kyle Putz and these guys getting by. Now they're gonna come out way ahead of Marcus Richardson, Bobby Zielinski and them guys. But these guys have got a pretty good head of steam coming up on them, so they are closing that gap down a little bit here now. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Watch for Femi Olat, Nicholas Caressel, and Matt Hummel to come to pit road next, because they've got to make one more stop here. Definitely going to put these guys out of a chance for winning. Guys got hooked up pretty well here. We got 5 of them hooked right back up together. All the way back to Delonte Ballard. Good deal. Tyler Sifford, 6th place, is not with that group, but he's about to pick up the group back here with Marcus Richardson and them. And that group's going to get pretty big here in just about a minute.
It is, yeah. These guys are coming pretty fast. But I've noticed in each of these groups, there are some lap down cars involved in these groups. So that's actually kind of what's helping them a little bit as well. The extra cars you got in there, the faster you'll be.
That's right. Yeah, if they can get Sifford gets hooked. No way. Come on, guys. Oh, no.
And it looks like it's going to stay green.
Oh, my word. Poor Tyler. He can't get a break, man. He just can't get a break.
And since he was the only car that really got turned around there and he went down to the inside, the race is going to stay green flag conditions.
Yeah. Golly, man. That poor guy. All right. Watching here, Femi Olat, Nicholas Cressel, Matt Hummel, they've got to come in soon, or they're going to be just like running on fumes. And when they do, that's going to put Kyle Putz in the lead. You look at the difference now here between that group right there, back to Delonte Ballard, and back to Marcus Richardson. In this group, they are 2.8 seconds back, but only 3 of them working together.
Yeah.
That's going to be, they're going to lose a lot of time to Kyle Putz in that group.
Yeah, that group's coming.
Yeah, and they're about 6.5 seconds behind Femi right now. But in closing, they're actually chopping that time down pretty good. And Femi and them got to come to pit road. Yeah, they're coming to pit road now. Yep.
That should give lead up to Kyle Putz here.
Yes, sir. They're definitely going to put our pole setter out of the race here for a win. So
yeah,
but
that's a bummer.
Yeah, I don't think he's in danger of losing his spot.
No,
one of the 6 there going in to next week, but he was only 13 points out of it. So, but that put Bobby Zielinski in this group here back 3.5 seconds behind that front group. Man, that's a lot. There's only 3 of them working together, and they got 5 of them up here working together. Oh!
Oh, he got a bumper hook there from.
Whoa!
Wow, he gets back in line though.
He kept it going. How the heck did he do that?
I don't know. Man, that was a great just job that Nate Trado did right there, saving his race car.
Telling you, man, that was awesome. I mean, he's just a lap car mixed in with these guys, but
Yeah, wow. Nate is the first car 1 lap down, but I mean, this race has been caution free. I probably just jinxed it, but I'm just saying that, you know, it's a tough break that's been caution free because, I mean, he could use a caution to get back on the lead lap, but that also bunched the field back up too.
Yep.
And that is not what these front guys want to see.
well, let's look here as looks like Bobby Zielinski's trying to pull out to go around Marcus, or was, but Marcus Richardson looking up to that lead pack right there. That's 4.9 seconds now. Boy, they are losing major time to that lead pack now.
They are.
5.1, they just lost more time. Golly,
Yeah.
man, they're dropping like flies back here.
That's because that lead pack has more cars, sadly. I mean, there's only 3 cars here in the little pack. They got 2 cars catching them. So if those 2 cars can catch them and start helping them, they might start to gain a little more time. But 3 cars are just not as good as 5.
Yeah, they're staying so organized here in this front group. 20 to go, folks. Coming to 19 to go this time by. Boy, this race has gone by quick.
Yes, it has. Well, that's what happens when you have no cautions.
Yeah, last night's race was about probably a half an hour longer than this. I think they had 4 or 5 cautions. I forget now.
Wow, they come over here tonight and have none so far. That's amazing.
Yep.
I'm not knocking these guys down or anything, but we always think of Talladega having a caution or 2, and they haven't tonight. So these guys have really done a fantastic job keeping it, on their toes.
All right, so yeah, you were right here. Cody Miller, Will Klein joined in with these, so they've got 5 in this group now. If they can just get organized together here and stay nose to tail, they might run them down a little bit, but they are 5.4 seconds behind that leader now. They've lost a lot of time.
Yeah, they've lost a lot of ground on that lead pack. But as I said, the lead pack starting out with had 5 cars, but this little pack here only had 3. Well, now those guys have got 2 extra cars up with them here, and that makes them the same amount as the front pack. But since they've lost that ground already, I don't know if it's going to help any or not now.
And they're going to go around Sean Williams here. Sean will get passed up. That's still going to keep Nate Trado the first car lap down. He's still the lucky dog. If we had a caution. With the group smaller like this too, the chances of us having a caution now are going to be a lot slimmer. And
they really are.
yeah, because they're everybody's staying in the line here right now. We've seen a couple of close calls there that they get the bumper hook and spin it down, but they save it. Man, a couple of really good saves there.
I mean, we've seen to be honest, Rudy, that was probably like the 5th or 6th save we saw tonight. I mean, there's been a lot of other saves, and they look like they would have been caution material, but they weren't because everybody done such a great job, keeping the race car under control.
Yeah, Tyler Sifford being one of them, and he's okay. Didn't damage his car or anything. But he is well off back here, 11th place. I think it's still going to keep him in the running for the chase here because of and what's helping him a lot right now is Bobby Chaney being back so far. Bobby, I think, is going to be out of it.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Bobby Chaney right now. He needs to try his best to get back up there.
And
that's looking slim.
Yeah, and that's what Tyler Sifford's got to look at right now. He has got to just stay focused on the big picture right now and just keep that car where he's at right now and don't get any more damage on it. Stay focused on it and and stay in a good running position here to finish this race. It doesn't matter if he wins or not. It just matters that he stays in a good running position here. He will pass Bobby Chaney into points and probably bring home the 6th spot here. I'm not saying that officially because I don't know until they get everything lined up after the end of the race. But man, I'm telling you, this front group did everything absolutely perfect today. They have done everything perfect. Kyle Putz, Lachlan McMillan, Delonte Ballard, Jake Nichols, These guys have done everything perfect to put themselves in a great position for this win. Now, when they get down to it, who do you think's going to partner up here and try to pass?
That's a good question. It's really tough to tell, Rudy. I mean, these guys, they all are going for something here tonight. Guys are going to get that chase spots. Guys are trying to improve their chase spots. The guys that are in the chase, they're trying to get the best position or get a win. So, I mean, it's really hard to tell who's going to team up with who to try to help this. And we might see guys, thinking they're going to team up, and they change their mind and go, no, I'm not going to team up. I'm going to try to get this as best as I can. I might use you for a few minutes here, get your draft and get around you. But that's just the product of racing on a restrictor plate. You never know what's going to happen. And that's even the same thing with teaming up with somebody. You can see somebody team up with somebody, and they change their mind at the last second and say, well, thanks for the help. I'm going to try to go for it. So, I've seen it numerous amounts of times, but it's interesting to see here. But I think, to be honest, we'll see probably Bobby Zielinski and Marcus Richardson team up here and try to help one another here. You see Ben Nelson back here helping him right now. Up in this front pack, I'm pretty sure that Kyle Putz is probably going to stay with Nate Trado here if it stays the way it is. I mean, those two are looking pretty good right now. So, yeah.
Well, I was just looking at it. I'm kind of thinking here to myself, I'm thinking that Jake Nichols and Delonte Ballard might hook up together and try to make that run on the outside. If they can get Nicholas Caressel to go with them and get up there on that last lap and try to get by Kyle Putz for the win. Kyle knows he's just sitting duck out front, so there's a lot going through his mind right now. He's trying to think, okay, what do I got to do? Am I going to have to do some blocking here on this last lap? I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see that.
Well, I mean, you got a good point there. I mean, we probably will see Delonte Ballard and Jake Nichols try to team up and try to get Nicholas to go along with them. But you also got to look at it too. We might see Lachlan McMillan try to block them and try to get them to help him as well, because he's wanting to get up there and get past the lap down car of Nate Trado and get around the leader of Kyle Putz. And with that lap down car being in the mix here, running in what would be second position, you would say, where he's at running, that's tough when that's another car that you've got to pass. So I mean, the way they're running right now, I mean, they're coming around here in a few laps. It'll be 10 laps to go, so it'll be go time for these guys. But the way they're running right now with Nate where he's at, that's going to be real tough for these guys behind him to try to get around him as well, because when you're on a restrictor plate race, you don't need a lap down car blocking you and having issues when you try to get to the leader. So we'll have to wait and see how this really does play out with him and being a factor here in this.
Yeah, and he might just wind up pushing somebody to the win too. He might, he could push Kyle Putz to the win and don't let anybody get by him or something. You just never know about how this is all going to shake out, man. This is going to be wild at the end, I think. We could wind up to see another surprise win like we did last night, where Jake Nichols just kept his foot in it and wound up driving up through the middle of that wrecking and wound up winning it. So he's in a good position to do that right now. He put himself in that position just like he did last night in the trucks.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's going to be really awesome is next season, they put Talladega as the last race of the season. Oh yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Oh, my. So the whole season, you're going to have to try to get as many points as you can to put yourself in that position, to stay in that top six. And then making sure you hit all your marks perfectly coming into Talladega, boy, I'm going to tell you.
I mean, that's going to be interesting. I mean, just as talking point here, just kind of looking forward to that. You never, as we said, you never know what happens on a restrictor plate race. These are always kind of like a crapshoot race, or kind of like a random outcome race. You don't know what's going to happen. That big one could happen anytime soon. We haven't seen that tonight though. That's a check you don't get to not see checked off, and the big one happened. It hasn't yet. And I don't think it's going to the way these guys are spread out. But you never know when that's going to happen. And if that's the last chase race next season, and that's going for the gold, that's going for the championship, just think how chaotic that's going to be
Yeah.
with these drivers knowing that is the case. You could see drivers going so nuts and so batty at that race that you could have all of your chase drivers laps down battling it out, and you could have a bunch of other drivers. I mean, that's just the product of this track. So I think that would be very interesting to see next season. So everybody here in chat and watching this race, make sure you mark that on your calendar and make sure you watch for their new schedule to pop up so you know what day that's on and say must watch.
Well, now, if it came down to this, just kind of spring ahead a little bit and think that this would be next season, okay, when they're running Talladega for their last race, right now, that would put Jake Nichols and Delonte Ballard in the battle for the championship because it's the guy that's the closest to the front.
Yep.
That's in the chase. Now, those two are the only ones right in this front group that are in the chase,
Yeah.
and they're running nose to tail here now. Delonte backed off just a little there. He might have been getting a little warm. Sometimes if these guys are packed up like that, they do get a little bit warm, so Nicholas will get them back up there in the pack. Now, that second pack has closed the gap quite a bit. They're down to 4.3 seconds, but I don't think there's enough time for them to get back up there.
Well, I mean, when we talked about them guys a little while back, and that was about probably 10 laps ago, maybe 12 laps ago, right around when that last pit stop was, these guys were about 6 seconds back. And within that time frame, with how many laps are left now, less than 10, they're still about 5 seconds back. I mean, they're 4.8, 4.7 here. I just don't see them making it up
Nope.
there.
No, I mean, they're pushing really hard right now. You know, even got some lap cars in there helping and everything. Oh, Ben almost got bumper hooked there by Sean Williams. Wow. So, see, things like that is what slows up the progress of that group. But down to 4.2 seconds. And Kyle Putt's still leading. Let's see who has led the most laps here today. Now, he's led 17. Lachlan McMillan has led 25. Marcus Richardson led 14. Ben Nelson led 1. Bobby Zielinski led 13. And Femio Latz led 12. So right now, Lachlan McMillan's got the most laps led with 25. But if Kyle Putt stays out front, he's probably going to beat that.
Yeah, I think he will.
No, the best he can get's 24. So Lachlan's going to have the most laps. He's going to steal them bonus points away from them guys that it's very, very valuable to have, you know.
Yeah.
Now, the thing of it is Jake Nichols and Delonte Ballard sitting there third and fourth. Neither one of them have led a lap today. So no bonus points for them.
No.
All right.
Unless something bizarre happens in the next couple laps, they can get up there.
Second group down to 3.9 seconds.
Well,
6
they're
laps to go. Yeah, they're coming.
5 laps to go. They're coming to
Oh.
5 laps to go here, and if they've got that much knocked down here within the next 2, well, they might have a slight chance.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen because
I don't either.
I mean, they got to get within about a second of them to start feeling the draft, and
Yeah.
that's a lot of time to chop down, and
It
they
is.
they've gotten a lot more organized now. I will have to say, in the last 20 laps, they've gotten a lot more organized here. But
Yep.
that front group has stayed organized the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what it's going to take. Now it's going to get interesting. We're down to 5 to go. Oh boy, Jeff. Oh boy. I don't know.
Now.
I'd really like to see Jake Nichols sweep the weekend. Just, I guess, just to mark that off of his bucket list. You know, that would be kind of cool. And but just to see if him and Delonte are maybe going to get hooked up because they are two chase drivers and try to pass these guys on the last lap.
Well, that's really what they need to do. They're the only chase drivers in this pack. So if they want to try to get their best effort out of it, that's what they need to do. They need to work together coming to the last couple laps here, try to get up front.
Or is Jake just going to be happy, him and Delonte just going to be happy there that, you know, finish where they're at, not take that chance and getting wrecked out and be in the chase?
That's it. Yeah, that's another thing. Or would they rather go for it because depending on where they are in points, you know, I mean, they're still ahead of everybody else, but I mean, still yet, if they could go for that win, that would secure them anyway of being in the next round. And they'd be like, well, I won. I don't have to worry about anything now.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about points. So you never know. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's sound where they are, even though
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't win. But I'm just saying that extra oomph to, just
Sure.
secure yourself would also, benefit too. So as of right now, it's just a randomized thing right here. We can see them stay where they are, or we can see them try to go for that extra oomph and try to. Oh, and we got Nate Trano going way up high here now, and he's going to let these guys get
Yep.
up all together here. He's kind of getting out of it.
Yep, he's going to let them guys battle it out.
Yep.
Good deal. That's what you call a lot of respect right there. Nate Trito he just earned a lot of respect from me right there.
Yeah, but that he still could. Either way, him driving back here like this, or staying up there, he still could have changed the outcome.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they just put Jake Nichols into third, Delonte Ballard fourth, and these guys are way up in the list here. Now going back here to Femi Olat running in 11th. He's in the chase. He was our pole sitter tonight. He's pretty much locked in. I don't think he's gonna. Tyler Sifford, I think he's going to make it in because he is going to finish ahead of Bobby Cheney. Now, they were only 5 points separating those two. Tyler's running in 13th. Bobby's clear back in 21st with a lot of damage.
Yeah,
so that's
3 laps down.
Yeah, that's 8 positions. That's 8 points. I believe Tyler is going to pass Bobby and be in there. And Bobby's not going to be in there, so that's unofficial, folks. Becky and Drea, don't take what I'm saying to be the 100% true, because we don't know that until they add the points up. But,
I mean, looking at the points, though, Tyler Sifford was only 5 points back from Bobby, so if Bobby is 8 points behind him now, it looks like Tyler might get into this chase.
All right, 1 to go for Kyle Putz. Now, that second group has reeled them into 2.8 seconds, but it's not going to be enough to make it there in time. Now, let's stay up here. Okay, Lachlan pulls out. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide.
Yes.
And it's exactly what I said. Jake Nichols taking Delonte Ballard, those two separating out from the rest of the field.
Yeah.
Jake trying to block. Oh, man. He got loose right there. That could have cost him.
It's the last lap. They're coming to the checkered flag. They've got to go for it. But look at this push we're getting with Nicholas Caressel pushing on Lachlan McMillan here. I think it's going to be Lachlan McMillan getting the win.
Yes, it is. Lachlan gets it. And it looks like Jake Nichols second and Delonte Ballard third. Holy smokes. What a finish, folks.
Yeah, wow. That was amazing. We knew that coming to that checkered flag on that last lap or the lap to the white flag, one of those 2 last laps there, we knew that somebody was going to pull out and try something, and that's exactly what happened. But, wow, amazing finish.
Yes, it was. That was pretty amazing. It kind of started out to be just like what I thought it was going to be when Jake and Delonte got hooked up, because they were the 2 chase cars. And you got to give them an A for effort on that one, man. They finished in second and third, so they did an outstanding job right there. So, let me get Lachlan down here and start talking to him, and you can get the other guys down here. How's that?
Yep. Alrighty.
All right, Lachlan McMillan, you got a copy.
Yeah, what's going on, Rudy?
Wow, what a job there, buddy. I was wondering who was going to be the one to pull out and go for it, and when Jake and Delonte pulled out, that kind of gave you a shot in the arm right there that you needed to pull out that win. I'm sure Kyle's probably not too happy with the way that all turned out. But, when you're up there in the lead like that, Lachlan, you're the sitting duck. Everybody wants that position from you. So, but tell me about the racing out there today and what this win means to you.
Oh, well, I actually started off the race with a pretty good Q session. I'm usually not the greatest Talladega qualifier. I think I got 4th or something, and the outside's not always great here in the Gen 6 cars or the Ford Fusion. But we ended up falling back quite a bit to around like 20th in the opening run, and then I just decided to stick on the outside. I'm usually not that type of guy. I'm usually an inside guy here. See if I can grind out positions. Stuck out the outside, ended up getting up to something like 3rd before we pit. We had our group of guys who pit, and we're all working together. Ended up pulling from that other pack. It was great, and then Yeah, anything goes there at the end. You don't know what's going to happen. We're all working together the whole race, and then it's a free for all at the end. But that was a good one, and thanks to everyone in that group. Thanks to Kressel for the big push there. He's a Talladega champion, and it was a really fun race. Win means a lot to me.
Well, I'll tell you, we were watching that group, and you pitted a little earlier than that other group did. They stayed out for quite a while longer, but then they short pitted on their second pit, and then you guys pitted right shortly after that, just a couple of laps after that. So it all worked out in your favor the way all the pit stops went. And you guys seem to be so much more organized than what they were back there. And they finally got organized at the end there and were running you guys down. Were you concerned, or did you think that because of the way the laps were winding down that they were not going to have enough time to get to you?
Well, the thing was, after that second stop we got out there, we just wanted to make sure we could get that same lead back. I think it was about 3.2 seconds right when we got it on the track, and then right after that second stop we started hauling. We got about, because they weren't really hooked up, they had to drop back, I think, for a few other cars, right? So we ended up pulling up to like 6 seconds or something, which was huge. And then so they got a few more cars, got a couple more cars in us. I think Kressel actually was on some old tires, so it was kind of hurting us in the back a little bit, but didn't really hurt him at the end. And then just pulling away 6 seconds there really helped us. And they caught us, to like 3 seconds, 2 seconds at the end or something, but we weren't really worried at the end. I think we knew we had them gapped. Yeah,
they were finished, I think, 2.6 seconds behind you. Yeah.
Right.
They were, I mean, they finally got organized there, and they were running you down, but wow, man, you guys, the laps ran down too quick for them. Well, I know it's really good to see you back in victory lane again, Lachlan. It's been a while since I've seen you in victory lane, so I know this is really high on your priority list here to party about probably tonight. So congratulations on your win. Who you got to thank for this victory?
You bet. Well, you know what? I got to thank the number 32. Lost my legendary 16, number 32. I said 2 weeks ago, if I won with the 32, I'm keeping it. And that's it, number 32. You're going to see me in the 32 car here in Sim Racing Authority for the rest of my career. Mark my words. Thanks to everybody who puts on this league. Great league. Back to be back racing again. Glad to be back racing again. Lots of fun. Obviously, thanks to everyone in that pack and Kressel for the big push at the end.
All right, buddy. We'll go celebrate that win. Congratulations, and I hope to see you next week.
Thanks, you too, Rudy.
All right. You got second place there, Jeff?
Yep, Jake Nichols, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Jake, tell us about that run you had out there tonight. We were talking about there, you guys running that pack with Lachlan and Kyle and the guys there, and we were like, well, you and Delonte were the only two chase drivers in that pack, and you're the only two guys up front that's in the chase. So we were kind of speculating that you guys would pull out and try to go for it there at the end, and that's exactly what you did. So tell us about that and what you really needed to get around Lachlan there at the end.
Well, we were just trying to play it safe a little bit. We knew we still had to think about points a tad bit, but we did want to win. Really, the whole race went better than expected for our bunch. We were all of us that were in that last pack and a few extra guys that just didn't work out so good. We had the plan from early to get away from the others and just have our own strategy. And usually, for me at least, strategies at plate races have always gone wrong. That's the reason why I didn't really try to strategize yesterday. I just had the thought or mindset of finishing the race. But today it worked out pretty well. We had just the thought that we were not going to make a move until the last lap, and we just didn't want to wreck each other because we still all wanted to finish up there. And I started messaging Delonte late, and I was like, let's do this. I was like, when do you want to go? And I told him, let's go out of 2 on the last lap. And when I saw Lachlan make the move, I think if Kressel wasn't there, it would have been me and Delonte 1 and 2. But Kressel got up there, and we cleared halfway down the back, but I didn't want to leave Delonte. I didn't need to win. I just wanted to finish, and that was the most important goal, really, to make it to the Championship 6. So I was trying to stick with him and got a little loose there because I did think about the block in the 3. So we got a tad bit loose, but it was a great race for our group at least. We really had to strategize and just be really well worked through that whole race. And everyone did their job. Everyone did a great job. And great job to Lachlan on the win.
Yeah, amazing, job from all you guys up there up front tonight there on the last, couple laps. Well, with that being said, on what you said about coming into tonight's race, how do you feel about going into the final race next week and going for the championship?
I feel way better than what I did about tonight because Talladega is just crazy, and I just wanted to get out of there safe and with a clean car. And we did that with both series, so I'm really looking forward to Chicago next week for that run for the title. I think with how we've been running lately, I think our chances are a tad bit better with trucks, but that's not going to stop us at all in Cup. I think we're going to bring our A game and really show what we're made of.
Awesome. Well, with that being said, Jake, what's your thoughts on the caution-free race tonight? Usually, Rudy said he thought that the truck race last night had about 4 cautions in it, but tonight's race had absolutely none whatsoever. And we're usually, sitting there thinking like, well, Talladega usually has a caution or 2 or more than that, but it didn't have any. What's your thoughts on a caution-free Talladega?
It's pretty interesting. I think all of us really having a few groups on their own strategies really played into that, because we're more focused on catching the other group or pulling away from the other group more than trying to race each other. So that really helped out. So about like 30 laps in, once we got to that point, we could really just separate. And it's definitely an interesting game to play, trying to set your own strategy and hope that really that it stays green. For us, we were hoping to stay green. I know the pack behind us really probably wanted a caution, because then they would have been equal playing field with us. But caution-free race is definitely pretty interesting.
Exactly. All right, Jake. Well, once again, congratulations on your second place finish tonight here at Talladega. Do you have anybody you'd like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate it?
Yeah, the Sim Speed Shop for being on board. All of the guys there working together late in the race, and really the entire race. Thanks to Nate for coming up with the strat. And great job to Lachlan on the win. And thanks to everyone at Sim Racing Authority and you guys at MaxSpeedTV for broadcasting these races.
Awesome, Jake. Well, once again, congratulations on your finish tonight here, and good luck next week in the championship race at Chicagoland.
Thank you.
All right, Rudy, you got third?
Delonte Ballard, you got a copy?
I got you, Rudy.
Wow, great run there, brother. I think that might have just been about enough to lock you into the chase there, brother.
Yeah, hopefully it did. I didn't know what to expect. Like last time going in this race, and I don't know. I was trying different things earlier, trying to be in the bottom, trying to be in the top. Nobody wanted to work on the top. No one wanted to go in the bottom. So luckily, those guys, came out like Jake said. Came out with that strategy. Nate came out with a great strategy there to have us short pit before everybody. But yeah, all in all, that was a great race. That was fun.
Yeah, well, it puts yourself into that position there, and it come down to you and Jake for the win, and, you guys got hooked up. You stayed in that group the whole time, man, and it seemed the strategy was, like, pretty amazing strategy. I mean, we watched you guys, but just tell me about how you got managed into that strategy. How did you do that?
Well, we pitted about lap 30, 32-ish, 34, something like that. Well, come lap like 28, 29, Nate just came across the radio because he was in the pack with us, and he said, like, let's just separate ourselves from everybody. We short it now, and hopefully it stretches it out, which it did. It stretched us out to about like a 4-second lead, I believe.
Yeah.
And then he said we'll just go from there. And I mean, it sucks for him that he got screwed in that whole deal. He sped down pit road, but
oh man.
Yeah. So I mean, then I guess they tried to counter it. I don't know what they tried to do. They tried to short pit us, but it kind of didn't work out in their favor because they came out with less cars than we did for the second go around. So after that, it was just a set sail.
Yeah, you guys come out of there with about 5 or 6 of you working together, and they only had 3, and yeah, and they lost a lot of ground to you. But then once they got organized with some lap traffic and they got 5 or 6 of them working together again, they were running you guys down, man. They were coming like for freight train there about them last 20 laps. They were closing up big time.
Yeah, once it got to about 13 so laps to go, I didn't think it mattered what they did unless we started racing for the win with 10 to go. I mean, they could have caught us, but with us staying in that line and them being 3.8, 4.1 seconds back behind us, according to the relative, they wasn't catching us within 10. lap. So they needed a miracle. They needed a caution, which I heard a few times. I heard it could have been cautions going on.
Oh,
out there.
yeah.
It was a lot of craziness going back and forth back there, but it worked out for us.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, it was pretty interesting. Well, now going into the last race of the season next week at Chicagoland, and I'm not 100% positive you're locked in, but let's say you are. What do you got planned up for next week at Chicagoland? How well do you think you'll run there?
Oh, Chicagoland is a decent track for me. I feel like this is me talking. I feel like I can run the same lap times as Marcus and Zielinski, but I can't consistently do it as long as they do. So, right now, I don't know how I'm going to take that race yet. It depends all on how the cautions fall. Because I know almost every track we go to, other than super speedways, of course. I know I got a great short track. I mean, a short run car. I know how to push the car to its limits and do what I can. But if it's not gonna be full of cautions like this race, we went green flag free. If it goes to a race like that, then I'm gonna have to figure out how to pace myself, where hopefully I can get them on tires, which is gonna probably be the hardest thing for me ever to do, in my whole sim racing career, is figure out how to save tires more than Marcus and Zielinski. I don't think I got to worry about Marcus. It's more of Zielinski is who I'm worried about.
Well, I didn't ask Jake, but what would it mean to you to win a championship, Delonte?
Being it has been, it's been about 10 years since I won my last sim racing trophy. So
wow,
it'll feel, well, when I say trophy, I meant championship. It'll feel great. It's been a while. I've been sim racing since I was 10 years old, and I won a few titles back when I was about 12, and I haven't seen a championship since. I mean, I think this is the first time I've been in the final 6 in a few seasons here in SRA, so it'll mean a lot for me. Just so I can, of course, I'll be using it for bragging rights. I'll be throwing it in the faces of some of the ones that's been in SRA since day one that still don't have a title. But let's not try to think about the future. Let's try to worry about how we're going to get that title first before we start actually thinking we're going to get that title. So I don't know. I'm just going to probably just go into Chicagoland and like I do every week. Just take it as a regular race. If we go in there and then something happens, something happens. If not, we'll finish as best as we can.
There you go. All right. Well, who you got to thank for your third place finish tonight? Coming from 18th to third. Let me put that in there. Coming from 18th to third, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna thank like Jake was saying. I'm gonna thank all those guys: Jake, Putz, Casserole there at the end, Lachlan, Nate, everybody that was with us. Like Sifford was with us. We had Ethan Kurtz. He was with us. All those guys that we pulled that strat together. I mean, I got to thank them. I got to thank you guys, you Rudy and Jeff, both of y'all for putting on a great broadcast. To all the fans out there, I hear there are a lot of chitter chatter in the chat, and a lot of people are out there talking about majority of the races here. I know Sifford's mom's out there watching. Hello, Sifford's mother. Yep. How are you doing? Sorry that your son didn't get a good finish tonight, but we'll try to get him one next week. But I got to thank everybody that's out, all the viewers that's out there just watching. Of course, I got to thank Matt Simpson himself, Slam, twitch.tv/Slam. He's always on the hood of the car. Elwood Designs always paints my cars. He's on the side. Sim Racing Authority, Bobby Cheney puts on a great league. I'm even going to throw Austin Roberts in there because apparently he's a member that helped found this league. And just all in all, everybody just pushes me to to do the sim racing more. Zielinski, I spot him in his Peak series, so he always pushes me to try to get better in sim racing, and everybody back at Slimpego Motorsports.
All right, brother. Well, good luck next week, and I want to see you bring home a championship, man. I really do.
We're gonna try it. I know you've been sitting there. I feel out of place right now being interviewed because I haven't been interviewed in a few seasons, but for a position. So
there you go.
We're gonna try to do something here.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for talking with us, and congrats on third place.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right, let's run down through the final results here, folks. All right, Lachlan McMillan coming home with the win here. Boy, that was a fantastic finish, too. Jake Nichols second, Delonte Ballard third, Kyle Putz got shuffled back to fourth, Marcus Richardson fifth, Ben Nelson sixth place, Cody Miller seventh, Bobby Zielinski eighth, Will Klein, 9th. Ethan Kurtz rounds out the top 10. Jeff?
Yep, we got Matt Hummel finishing in 11th place tonight. Pole sitter Fabio Lat will finish in 12th. Tyler Sifford will finish in 13th position. He was the last car on the lead lap. Nicholas Caressa will finish in 14th position. He was the first car one lap down. Nate Trado will finish in 15th. Sean Williams will finish 16th. Elijah Gracia will finish in 17th. Jared Darling in 18th. Hunter Combs will finish 19th. James Coulibaly will finish in 20th. Finishing 21st tonight. What a tough break for Bobby Cheney, finishing that far back tonight. Ouch. But, Josh Robin will finish in 22nd, and David Schutt will run out the field finishing in 23rd. Anthony DiMaggio did not start the race.
All right, very good, very good. All right, well, congratulations again to our winner here tonight, Lachlan McMillan. And, folks, make sure you tune in next week for the season finale here. Sunday is the truck season finale, and Monday is the Gen 6 season finale. So make sure you mark that on your calendar to tune in for that, because that's going to be a great one. So, but thanks tonight for watching. We appreciate it. A shout out to our sponsors here tonight, Elite 7 Racing, Sim Speed Shop. Check them out, simspeedshop.com. Ohio IndyCar League there. Sorry about that. And HomeNet for all your PC repairs. Those are official sponsors of MaxSpeedTV. So, folks, thanks for watching tonight. Appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll catch you next time here. Until then, stay safe and have a good night, folks.